I just watched The Wonder, and you ask yourself, should I watch it? And I say, yes, a profound yes. But, if you don't like slow movies, not saying don't watch it, if you don't like slow movies, you have to prepare yourself. Put the phone away, turn off all the lights, have a biscuit and a tea or something stronger, and just get sucked into the story. It's beautiful, and I promise you, if you keep watching, you will be rewarded. So definitely watch that movie. Also give me a like so the algorithm really knows that I'm there. Yes, bingo. Let's talk about the story. There's his house and a wide Irish landscape. And there is a girl who's in the attic, lives in the attic. She doesn't eat. She hasn't been eating for months, 4 months. And people think, oh, it's a miracle. She says, I'm only eating the manna of God. So it's a miracle. So they're hoping for the next holy person. They're hoping that their village will be the next focal point of pilgrimage. There's a committee who discusses this topic, and there's of course the priest, the doctor, the tavern owner. They want to see what to make of this. What's behind it? So they make the decision to bring in a nurse and a nun to watch that kid and to get a verdict. So the nurse is played by Florenc Pugh, and we've seen her in costume movies. She looks gorgeous. So she arrives in this village and checks out the girl and senses there's maybe something off, right? So that's when the story starts. There are all these different characters. They work against each other, with each other. So first I was thinking it's about faith and non-faith, science against faith. Those themes are there, but it's not a battle against God and non-God, God against science. It's not like that. So what's really interesting, it gets revealed very early in the story that every single person who has a bigger part, including Florenc Pugh's character, the nurse, has something heavy to carry. They all are traumatized through the recent famine. Everybody lost someone. They all bring this to the table and into the story. There's a lot of drama now coming from this moment on. So I don't want to give away the story. Please watch it yourself. There's a few things I want to say. The images are like paintings. They are gorgeous. So the way the light comes through the window, lighting the actors from the side, from the back, the colors, the way also the set design looks incredible. And they even give it away in the beginning of the movie. I don't know why, but that is a soundstage. I want to talk about this later. Of course, costume design is impeccable. I don't want to give too much away, but there's something for everyone. Maybe there's not many explosions. I think no explosions. No. But you know, drugs, sex, you know, whatever you want, it's in there. Look at it. It's good. What else do I want to tell you about this movie? Besides, go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Yeah, this movie is on Netflix. It deserves to be in the theater, but it's on Netflix. So I do hope you have at least a 65-inch television, and you also have your cinema settings on, not some sports 120 megahertz setting that with bright colors. Please, you really have to turn your television to cinema settings, so everything looks really as the filmmaker wanted it. So I went into this movie not having big expectations, but I'm very satisfied and I'm happy I watched it. It's just important to give yourself some time to get into the movie. A few words on the acting. it's hard for me to criticize any acting lately. Any movie I've seen, everybody is just brilliant. So I love Florenc Pugh. Every movie she's in, she's brilliant. And everyone else in this movie. Well, there's one thing I want to criticize about this movie. I just don't like it. And what they do, they break the fourth wall. And I don't think it's necessary. It's not necessary at all. When you can have a point, you can even make an intellectual point to the story. Why do you have to break the fourth wall? Can you just cut it out, please? Now to the bonus part of the YouTube video. My favorite topic. What if this movie is a collective dream of humanity? So I always think that all movies are just dreams dreamt by us in public. I think it is a dream about motherhood, the shadow side of motherhood and the bright side of motherhood, and how trauma, guilt, and shame can press the good sides of motherhood into the shadow and turn into something destructive and negative, while on the other side, if the forces of motherhood are used for the good and trying to bring the past, the shame, the trauma to the light, how much productive forces can be unleashed. So that's, I think, is the archetypical structure of this movie. It's about motherhood. I think a lot of people will disagree when they talk about this movie because they will talk about storytelling, the stories we believe in, because the filmmaker makes it obviously clear that this is what he wants to talk about while breaking the fourth wall. I think that's what he thinks he wants to talk about, but I don't think the movie is about that. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe, please, and please tell me what you think about this movie, about this review, about my crazy addicts, about my crazy ideas, and see you next time.